can't be fucking. It's on current wages over there, but he might not have been happy with that. Oh shit! Oh! What? Yo, give me one second, man! Yo, chill! What? Where you going? Relax, man, let's negotiate, man! Fucking hell! Fuck! We're not even negotiating it, man! We didn't even negotiate! Fuck, what the hell?
Yes, pardon it. People are going to filter through, but I thought it was going to be a bit of a hectic panel, but it looks like we're going to have a bit more of a shorter panel. My favorite. What are you saying, man?
Well, feeling good, man. Feeling good. A lot of bombers today.
I mean, we've got a new player in town, man. His name's Indy Gaylor. Apparently, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. That's the new one. I can't believe it.
You know, if you've been on football Twitter as long as probably myself and Cass have been, you know that Indy Gaylor was a meme, right? Was the biggest meme on football Twitter, like for probably more than 10 years, if I'm being honest with you. Because I remember this guy when we were trying to sign players like Schneider. Like he's been around for a minute.
Nico Gaetan was one of them. Vidal saga. Oh my god, I believed him. I believed in that Vidal. I swear on my life. Oh, there's so many of them.
So
maybe he's fixed up like Ben Jacobs.
No, listen. I can't believe I've never in my life gone to Indy Gaylor's page on Twitter. Never. Like I'll see his, obviously you see his tweets, but I've never gone on his page to refresh to wait for a tweet. This is what Baleba is doing to me.
You got the cosign, my boy. Bro, you got the cosign. You can't knock the cosign.
Bro, that whole today has been mad because I've been on Twitter probably for the last 4 hours. Usually I'll tweet, I'll leave Twitter, come back, go out, do other stuff. But today I've just been refresh.
Yeah, exactly.
Hoping for more news on this deal because listen, I love Cunha. Cunha is probably my number one target this summer. And Mbeumo, fantastic deal. Sesko, say what you want. You young player, I hope he surprises us because I know there's a lot of questions about him.
Yeah.
But Baleba is like the guaranteed, this guy is going to cook. He's going to just elevate the whole team. Kind of reminds me of when, maybe not to this level, but when Liverpool signed Van Dijk. You were like, oof, they're serious. They're serious. Like people knew Van Dijk, but at that point Van Dijk had been in Premier League for a while. People knew he was good, but maybe not to the level he
not
became
to that level. Nah, yeah. I remember getting cooked by Marcel with the black kit, like his first kind of famous goal. Yeah. I'm thinking like, who's this?
People didn't know he was going to be that good, but for me, this guy is probably the best. He's the best two-way midfielder in the Premier League. So he's good going forward and he's good defending. Like he's good,
yeah.
Just really solid player, and we lack that. So putting him in Manchester United's team would, like a team that's lacks physicality, that lacks technical ability, lacks ball carrying, lacks everything, would be like fresh new paint on a dead house. Like this is like you're changing everything. Like the levels to go from Ugarte, Casemiro to Baleba is insane. Like you're talking several levels of better.
There's a succession plan, I feel like, in place. I think this is where it is. Again, technically we can afford him from what I've seen. Like, if you think of Garnacho as pure profit values, how much might be up front? There's Jadon Sancho, saving wages and Sancho's fee alone is like 30 million.
Yeah.
So if you consider that's like 65, and then it's the Anthony stuff. The Anthony stuff, I got a feeling he's not going to go for a fee. There's something very fishy about that. But if United are banking on that Rashford does well with a 30 million optional, then maybe it could be the case. It just depends how much United have in cash. Because PSR, it's through the roof. We're fine. We're more than fine. Yeah, especially putting Cunha in the last books helps. I think a lot of rivals are saying, especially Newcastle fans at this point, saying, how the hell are Man United affording all of this? Well, according to sources, now, the one that was called a Cameroon Cameroonian. Is that the correct terminology for?
Yeah,
for
Cameroonian.
Cameroon?
Yeah.
The Cameroonian, the tier 1 that broke all of this stuff after Indy. I got a feeling they must have some sort of relationship. They said that it's going to be in like excess of something of 100 million euros. So that tells you, okay, that's 85 million. Now, if you look at Indy, they said that, Brighton wants something around 90 million plus 10. The difference with the Caicedo stuff is that I think like Chelsea played their hand a little bit too early. But the difference is Caicedo pushed. Baleba's got to push for the move now. If he really wants to go from 12.5k to probably instantaneously 100k, you push for that move, don't you?
Yeah, the money is not, the valuation gap is about, remember, United are not going to say, hey, we're going to pay you 100 million. I can't believe
I've just referenced Indy, man. It feels sick. I feel sick.
Well, United are not going to come and say, hey, we're going to pay you 100 million. That's just never going to happen.
Well, we value just for extra. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah, I saw it.
So apparently we value him around 70 million, which I think is bollocks. I don't think that's the truth. Like, as in, I think they're just lowballing it if it is the truth.
I think 70 million is a good enough valuation where Brighton are not going to think you're being ridiculous. Yeah. Where they know they can maybe get United to pay more if they're open. If you're going to enter a negotiation and someone is offering you about that percentage away from your fee, you're not going to be like, okay, this person is being ridiculous, right? You're going to be like, okay, we can do a deal here. Now, I don't think we're going to get like 75 or 80. I think it's going to be 85, 90 million towards Brighton's valuation. It's going to be closer to Brighton's valuation than our valuation. That's just the reality. But Brighton have the power in this situation. They don't have to sell. So we need to offer close enough to a deal. And if Baleba is going to be like, listen, I want to go to Manchester United, that maybe shaves off 5 million, maybe shaves off 5 million of that valuation. But it's not going to be more than that. So really, I expect us, if we're to get this deal done, maybe something like 95 plus 10. Or they say 190 plus 10. So maybe like 85 plus 10 would be what gets it done. But if they really want that, we saw the player for 100 million mark, then we might just have to offer what they want exactly. And I think he's worth it. I know people are going to say it's too expensive. It's crazy money. Yeah, I know. But listen, we can't wait to next season. I said this before. We can't wait to next season to get Baleba. This is the season to get him. Because if we wait to next season, the way Liverpool have been moving,
they want Wharton, if I'm correct. They're looking at Wharton as the next kind of thing that they can go and acquire, where we're already looking at Wharton. I don't feel like we need a Wharton.
I think we do. Long term.
Not long term, maybe. Yeah. It depends, because I feel like we might have that now in a Sesko Kone. We might have that, but the issue is there. Now we've got a Mali international, and we got what's it called? We got a Cameroon international, and it's like, oh wow, wait, hold on, our backup centre mids better be flipping amazing. So rumors are Bruno is only giving Man United 1 more year, and he's going to go get his payday. And the other rumor is, well, it's not rumor to be fair. Casemiro is going to leave, so that's going to free up a lot of wages again, something similar to Sancho. So that's like 50 million
because both Bruno and Casemiro are on big wage. People kind of forget Bruno is on a big wage at Manchester United. It's not the biggest, but it's big enough where if you take his wage off and you take Casemiro's wage off, that's a new midfielder right there.
Yeah, exactly. That's two out, and then we'll see what happens with the rest of them. I don't know how good Sesko Kone can be, but his ceiling's Lamine Kamara type high for me. Similar players. Yeah. I looked at someone else yesterday, thanks to Jarvis, called Mamadou Sangari from Rapid Vienna. He looked very similar to a Baleba, very similar. But Baleba coming in right now,
instant upgrade.
That's the clutch player I look at and thinking, don't tease me now. Don't tell me you're going to go through with this and not deliver me something, or at least get into some discussions where they're open to selling him. Surely his agent must be looking at that thinking, I can change your life. And the best part about it, we've got 2 of his internationals on our side already. So you know what? Keep an honor. He's our first team goalkeeper. Keep him happy.
We'll get to the conversation of Onana, because I'm like, if we get Baleba, we have 2 weeks left to do a deal for a goalkeeper. Give me Donnarumma.
I don't think so, though.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. If we have 2 weeks to do a deal and we've secured Baleba, he's a Man United player.
That's going to the wire, my boy. You come on, you know that. I'm
going to be a little bit greedy and say, listen, if there's money left over.
Oh yeah, he's Euro's friend as well. Very close friend. Forgot about that.
Yeah. Listen, there's enough. I think. Listen, if he's a young, listen, most Africans growing up like Manchester United.
What's Euro's background?
This is normal, right? Most people who grew up in Nigeria, grew up in Cameroon, grew up West Africa in general, were Manchester United fans. This is just normal. Or they knew very well of Manchester United. So I'm not surprised if he's going to want to go to Manchester United, Baleba, or he's excited by the deal. Let's be real. Because one thing about young guys in the Premier League, they rate people in the Premier League. So if you see Manchester United signing Mbeumo, you see Manchester United signing Cunha, and Manchester United just signed this guy, Sesko. He's a top-rated striker. They're doing something over there. Well, it's a lot of money. Let's get it right. It's a lot of money. But, like, I'd rather spend money on a player that we know has done well in the Premier League.
Yeah.
It might take him a while to settle in a little bit, because Caicedo took a little bit to settle in
He
Chelsea.
took to be fair, it didn't take that long, He came in, he had that awful, he had like the first couple games were awful. The West Ham one was the most notable, but he wasn't exactly fit, if I'm correct. Because I'm pretty sure they got him like late, and then they went for international break, and he came back and he was like, it was a bit all over the place. Is that correct? Am I correct?
Yeah, he didn't start off well. I know that for a fact.
Yeah,
people were thinking, 100 million and then that flop.
And it was super unbalanced. You figure that Chelsea team Caicedo came into, it was mad unbalanced.
Yeah. So I think obviously he's going to have an adjustment period. But again, when you sign a Premier League player, you expect them to have a lot quicker transition into another team, even if that team might not be as good as the team is living now in terms of technicality, a set system. Brighton have a well-oiled machine going on, but he's coming to a team that has a lot of good players.
Yeah,
Ahmad is there. You have, Euro is going to be playing behind him. He's going to, he has players that he can connect with pretty quickly. So
I think so. Yeah, I think he'd come in straight away. We got actually a very good African core. Now I feel like we got Eric Bailly back at the team. Just throw him in, and we got vibes. We got vibes again, man. Them like. You think about it, our African core is strong. You got Mazarawi, Onana, whatever happens with him. Yoro's Ivorian. I didn't even know that. So I just found out. And he's always with the African players as well. Heaven. He's like Ahmad's best friend. Ahmad, you got Mbeumo. And then all you got to do is throw in, if I've missed anyone else out, you got Sekou Kone in there. Bro, yeah, throw a Baleba too, man.
Yeah, listen, I'm hoping we get this deal, because for me, at this point, my brain is so like invested. I'm so invested. Like all Manchester United fans, all over Twitter, for the last probably 6 months plus, have been like, we need to sign Baleba. We've been willing this deal into existence. We've been wanting this player.
Yeah,
Baleba. Like, don't put this in front of me now. Like, take it away, because
that's how I feel as well, man. It's like, I'm teased. I feel like, don't give me blue balls. Like, honestly, it's funny, because I mentioned something last week because I was watching all these Rio Ferdinand, so I was excited about pre-season. Rio Ferdinand is with the club now. You can tell he's doing a lot of the content. He's in and around. He's with the complex. He's within the club. They're probably doing it correct. He's the next big thing content-wise for Man United in terms of superstar, ex-superstar status. He kept mentioning Baleba. I saw in the video when they're on the bridge or some sort, when they came out of gym, him and Steven Alson, when he mentioned Baleba, Steven Alson gave him the cheeky grin look, and I thought, hold on. And then 2 days later, Steven Alson on his Stretford paddock started talking about transfers, and they were talking about Baleba between them lot. But Steven Alson was talking about, they're talking about transfers, they know about the Sesko stuff, but he said, I can't say anything else. And I'm thinking, cool. Anil Kola, wasn't it? Anil, whatever his name from TalkSport knew something. He knew something was going to drop. Fabrizio knew something was going to drop as well. It says, don't underestimate Manchester United the way you did. I feel like this has been pre-planned for actually quite a while.
I don't think you approach a midfielder that has that kind of valuation without it being a plan. I don't think you wake up one morning, Wilcox them, and be like, you know what? Let's go after Baleba. I think Manchester United had a feeling, and they would know that most clubs maybe this summer weren't targeting Baleba. That's why I think they were like, let's sort out the attack first, and then we go for this guy Maybe
Yeah,
get some
opportunity.
skills.
We've been talking about opportunities all windows. Say how we missed him. There had to be an end game of all of this, and now they're being very optimistic. You could say this is super optimistic, but there must have been some sort of indication again from the players' side of things.
Of course, yeah.
Otherwise, why would Man United? I reckon Man United's asked Bumo and that. Can you ask him if he'd be interested first, as you normally do, really and truly with players if they got good links, and then it's like, okay, if he's interested and he's willing, then we'll go ask Brian. And while you're doing a Sesko deal, it kind of makes sense why they say we're going to go through intermediaries just to do up that, whilst we lot are trying to get that. That's probably why they want the Sesko deal wrapped up quick.
Yeah, listen, something has changed. I would say something has changed.
That was quick.
It was quick, but I also say something changed because you saw that situation when we were chasing Mbeumo, and there was this long gap, and then there was this meeting that they had, Wilcox, Bereda, and Sajim. I think something changed in that moment where Sajim was probably like, get this players in. Like, what are you guys doing? Stop mucking about. Go in and get these players. Let's worry about the budget and whatever later. Just get them in, because I think he knows. Sajim knows. Like the finance stuff, no one cares, bro.
This is a gamble. I thought Sesko might be. I think this is the gamble. Get back into Champions League as quick as possible.
Yeah, because
we talk about 2028. They talk about 2028 so much. Yeah. You got to deliver now. So whether it's 2028, maybe a year off or on. I mean, in 3 years, Baleba is going to be like, what, 25? Sesko will be about 25. And Mbeumo and Cunha will be about 28, 29. They're all of great ages. Like, you think of core, that's your core. Lenny Yoro will be about 22, 23. Heaven, if he's going to be this great spectacle that has no PR surrounding him, for God knows, I don't know how he doesn't, he's going to be a similar age. Do you know what I mean? The Mazraoui, De Ligt's, De Ligt's only like 25.
Yeah, De Ligt's not old at all.
He's still young. He's going to be the one that takes the reins. I like De Ligt a lot, and I think there's a lot to hit for him to prove this season. But it's always going to come down. Look, there's a lot of optimism, but the question is, how quick does Man United move for Baleba? Because they haven't been told no.
I think it would be fairly quick, because the moment the moment Manchester United are interested in a player, you're going to get people going like this, huh? Where did that come from? Like, other people are going to be like, where did that come from? You're going to start seeing other clubs all of a sudden. Maybe they're chasing a player and they're going to be like, wait a minute. Oh, Baleba, is he available? Like, you're going to have that situation where some other clubs are going to be like, damn, Manchester United are going for Baleba. That's someone we wanted to get next season or next summer. So you got to go quick. You can't wait. You can't let another club enter into the conversation. You can't let anything. You got to go. They say they want 70 million. Okay. Your next
Brighton are not folded. Yeah, Brighton are not folded. They don't fold. They don't fold.
You're not going to fold.
They're like Brentford. They know that you need him. They're not folding. They're the best. They're more horrible than Brighton, but at least than Brentford. Sorry, but at least with Brighton, I feel like they have a bit more class to them. The way they do deal with stuff, like, no, you're going to uphold what we say, and we're going to deal with it correctly. Where Brentford changed the price up and down throughout the whole window. They've never done this before. They've never been there.
Yeah.
So,
remember our first bid for Mbeumo was way below the valuation.
Way below.
Way below. So I'm not worried about that. But Man United need to go fast. We can't wait can't be a 2-week thing. It needs to be like,
you need to give something like if you're going to put some money up, you're going to have to put at least up 80 million in guarantees, and the rest of them try to figure out add-ons if you want to try get it down.
Yeah.
But the thing is, get into the conversation where you can negotiate the fee. As soon as I see Man United negotiating the fee, I know that man's our player. That's how I want to start feeling. Like the Sesko stuff, look how quick that is. I got a feeling we're gonna have a here we go within the next hour now, or it's just gonna happen tomorrow, or they'll wait till Friday as they typically do every Friday. Something like, here we go. It's typically when I'm doing something with my missus. It's like, why is there a here we go or a mad bomber about United when I'm out?
Please, well, Carrington is opening, so
it just opened today.
Yeah. So
open today.
I think it's open. I think the official is it today or
today? Yeah, I think I see pictures of Bruno inside and Mount and all that.
I think officially Sajim is going to be there. They're going to do a whole big thing. I don't think they've officially revealed it. I think they teased it a little bit, but I don't think they've officially revealed it.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what it looks like. I know we've got unofficial pictures like a couple months ago, a few months ago, maybe even longer than that, to be fair. But I'm interested to see what it looks like. But you're giving the club like top A grade facilities, probably the best in the country. It's the best in the country now. That's probably going to be the best in the country alongside Liverpool and the rest of them and their complexes.
For us fans, maybe we don't care as much, but trust me, players care about that
But
shit.
if I'm seeing Brian want 90 plus 10, I can see in a world where United can probably get him for maybe 85 plus 10. If they're easy add-ons, remember, the whole thing is for me is how easy the add-ons, because they're not going to want difficult add-ons. They're going to want their guarantees. But I'm still in disbelief that I'm talking like this in this summer.
Bro, listen, let's be real. I've hammered INEOS so much. I think, if not everybody, I've hammered them on Twitter. I've criticized them a lot, especially for the Mbeumo deal.
See, I haven't. The thing is, I've been saying all along, rather than going on this spree of, I think constructive criticism is fair.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to police where people in this chat right now are probably in their mind thinking, oh shit, maybe I was wrong about INEOS. I don't blame people. I've always said this, but it's the ones that want to go all out negative. Yeah, that I feel like, especially as content creators or someone I feel like I have conversations with, it's like, come on, man, give it a rest, man. Like, just wait and see. Let's judge after this window. That's why patience is a virtue. Always say that. Let them land something, because there's a lot of stuff that we don't know. That when it comes to finance, bro, they were looking in the wrong financial, like.
But they sold us.
Do you know what I mean?
They sold us something though. They sold us. I think everybody bought this lie. Like they sold us something. They said
I questioned them. How about I question if I said we'll see this month or whatever, if Wilcox is the best in class, because now I'm starting to doubt him because of this whole Mbeumo deal taking a little bit long, but I'll be a little bit more patient and just see it out. Just see it out, and we'll see how it goes on the pitch. But right now, we've turned a profit for the first time. We've had investment in the club. Surgeon's putting in extra money to go get facilities done, at least. That doesn't tell me or scream to me someone that's happy with 28% of the club either. No one's doing that out of the goodness of their heart. Yeah, so there must be some sort of plan. So I'm not really caring about the Glazer stuff. The protest stuff is just dumb. Let's be real. I don't think, have your voice, but at least do it within reason. If it's about ticket prices, I hear it, because that's just a shambles. But it's like, let them land and give ownerships some time to land if they're brand new. Look at Todd Bowley, yeah? We was cussing them, and I learned something new for myself. Give it time, let them learn and see what they come out with. And look at it now. Man, Chelsea fans are all for what they're doing, making mad profits, doing basically what Roman did. They're just continuation of it, because they realize you can't rely on revenues. So again, I'll probably redirect to Nuruddin after if no one's live. So for me, it's just like, if they can deliver Baleba, I don't care what happens to the goalkeeper. I don't want to be. I want to be greedy, but I'll be like, you know what? If they say this season, look, one's got Robert Sanchez in goal, they got top 4. Another one has Edison as their main goalkeeper, they still get top 4. We're not winning no league, but if it gets to a point where we could win and it comes down to Onana, I'll be screaming my head off. But the likely scenario is now Amrim has no excuse. You have to deliver. You've got exactly what you want.
Yeah, you get Baleba. The excuses really drop for Amrim, because I've been complaining about the spine of the team. So you've fixed the striker, you've fixed the midfielder. I would want a goalkeeper because I still remember all the nonsense Onana has done. But let's say we don't get a goalkeeper, and we still have Baleba and we still have Sesko and every other thing that we've signed with that. You need to see better football. We need to see a clear system. We need to see a team that is worthy of signing the level of players that we have so far. And I really don't want to think about making predictions. I just want to see it. Like,
I want to see it.
Just see it in action.
Are you telling me you haven't seen something in pre-season to be like, oh, there's an idea, I can probably get behind that idea, but you need an upgrade in quality? Because we've only seen half fit, if you want to call it that, a half fit in Mbeumo. Sesko looks like he's going to be available this week, meaning he's going to have some training time. I don't expect him to start. It'd be nice to see Xerxes start that game, and hopefully Hoyland's future's elsewhere, not this club. Because Xerxes has been training, he's been sharp, but they're just not risking him right now. I think he's going to play on Saturday, I believe.
I hope he plays because I think Loki Zeski would be great with a link up of Cunha and Mbeumo. Yeah, I think Loki Zeski would be great, especially if we don't have Baleba starting yet against Arsenal. So
Baleba won't get done with it. That's not going. That's not
so. That's why I would because we want that person that can help hold up the ball. Like, get the ball, play it down.
Helping at that midfield at least. He might need to tweak it. I feel like he needs to kind of tweak. He kind of did against Everton, but he kind of did anyone clock? Bruno wasn't really in a 10. He was more of like a false 9. Did anyone clock that? It couldn't just be me. And then he tried it with Cunha afterwards, and it didn't really work.
Yeah, I don't like that whole 3-5-2. I don't like it. I don't like 3-5-2. I really don't.
I'm not a fan of it.
I'm
But
not
if
a
we
fan
might
of-
have against an Arsenal, we want to be dominant. It might make sense. Or someone that's going to play a bit more target man at least. Because you think about the combination of what midfield we go for, we don't know. Obviously, with a Baleba though, you can put where I'm just thinking that's a perfect partner for a Kobe Manu. It's just a perfect partner.
Oh, he'd be a perfect partner for even Bruno. I think Baleba would make Bruno's game better. I'm not saying it would be perfect. Bruno is still
But that means Bruno. That would just mean Bruno. You can go further forward and do your thing. That's all that means. It's like do your thing, get involved, do what you do best, create and make damage, make chaos, even for our own team. But we'll clear up that chaos. But you can go and create more.
Yeah,
and hopefully score more goals.
I've seen good signs in preseason, and I think we look a lot fitter. We look a lot stronger, but we still don't like. You can't like certain players don't have certain attributes.
I think it's communication, man. I still think there's a little bit of communication that's a bit off. The line between midfield, all right, midfield and forward line seem quite good. They know that. I feel like they're quite in sync. It's the back line getting closer enough to the midfield. Like, I'll give you one example. Not the Everton game, the first game, West Ham game. Credit his first kind of game after Leeds. The line should have been a lot closer up. They should have been following up to shut that space with the likes of what's his name in the middle of the park. What's his name? Souček. That should never happen. That means Bowen's got less running time to carry on to a ball to obviously go and score. Heaven's probably knackered by that point, and obviously he didn't close down his man. But it's the same kind of thing again with the Everton game. The issue is they went long, right? Yeah. Because the pitch was shit. They said fuck the playing because they're playing good possession football at one point, and then it stopped because no one could control the ball. And then they just made Jimmy Garner drop a lot deeper and say, you know what you're going to do? You're going to ping up to Beta and you're going to ping up to Njai. You're just going to keep doing that. But what we didn't do, which Amrim kind of question is, get up the pitch then. Because if they're going to ping the ball to Beta, you can't ping it from that area all the way to near enough to the D of your edge of your area.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are we not getting up the field then? That you
is this CCB? Is the central center back is the person that manages the line.
Yeah.
Because he has to communicate to both of them. All right, we're pushing up. We're moving up. We're moving up. We're going to press. Now, you need to have a center back that has that mentality, that has that aggression, that has that, like, we are going to get up against these guys. Even if they go behind us, we're going to catch them. We're going to stop them. That's not a problem. So you need a center back with that kind of mentality. That's the problem. And as much as people like to prop up Maguire now, he don't have that mentality.
Yeah.
De Ligt is aggressive, but
he's not he's not super comfortable yet.
Yeah, he's not.
I feel like we haven't done enough. I don't feel like he tried it enough. The only time we kind of saw it was Bournemouth, and it's like, why did we stop? But then again, I'm going to give the grace. The two fields that we tried it on was the two fields that were crap. Like, as in the quality of pitch. You're going to play the center back. I'm sorry, but you need good. You have to play on some good turf. You can't play this silky ball. You have to change the way you want to play because we ain't got the center mids to control that area. So that means there's going to be a lot of work for you to do because no one wants to show for it. So again, the one time that the turf was fine, it was smooth against Bournemouth, and that's what I could say about that. The time it wasn't, it's like, bro, you try and make a pass, it's either slowing down, it's too dry, and the player's slipping over both sides, by the way, in fairness. And then that's that.
Yeah.
Overall, the quality is not there.
No, the quality is not there. The quality is not there. That's why I for me, I guess this season, we're not going to fix everything to a perfect level. Like, what I would say to a perfect level, we sign a center back. For me, that's the level of like a Gabriel, Saliba, someone like that can just dominate.
I've got a couple names.
You're good. Like, cause listen, I love Euro. I don't think Euro is doing really well, like really, really well in the position he's playing, the right center back. He looks really good. If you have someone of that quality and that enthusiasm and that energy to want to constantly play forward, that's always going to lead the line. I'm like, we're going to press up against these guys. Haven looks good for what he is and his age range right now, but he's someone that's going to have to come into the team and come out of the team. Come in and come out.
Yeah, because Mazraoui he might favor Mazraoui because of build up.
Yeah, build up, but also I think he's just a kid. He's gonna make mistakes. It's just this natural. Yeah. And I'm waiting for Martinez to come back as well because
no.
I'm not saying, but for this season, this is what I mean. No. I would ideally want another center back, but we don't have it. So we're going to need Martinez at some point to come back into this team.
How? We're just going to get killed. He can't defend flanks. I dare us to put Martinez in a high line. I dare us.
I will say, okay, here's why I will say I agree with you. He's not the best defending space like that. But we saw him last season against Adama Traore, and he handled him. He handled the pace.
Yeah, but that's because he can't dribble.
But we're not going to play against top echelon like players all the time.
I'm telling you now, Semenyo would wrap him up quick. And anyone with silky feet, yeah, like let's say, I don't know who's out there right now, like a Jaden Anthony or something, they're going to wrap him up again. When it's someone that's got meet me, I'm going to do the line and only the line, and I'm not really going to come inside. Yeah, Martinez is fine. But for me, he can't, bro. We don't know how he's going to be.
Well, that's why I would rotate him with Haven. Like I'm like, okay.
I wouldn't play him at all.
There's some
I'd say there's 4 centre backs I'm happy with at the moment. Yeah.
For his ball playing. Remember that game against Manchester City and all that? No, what's up? Like his ball playing.
That was a moment, but we played more low block. I want to play higher.
Yeah, but I'm just saying now, if we're going away to Anfield, like we did last season when Martinez scored.
I don't want to see Salah dead.
I'm just saying, like, there's going to be certain situations where Martinez's ball playing out of the back is going to be necessary, especially if we really have a team pinned back.
The only way he works if you have a Baleba on that side because he can cover. That's it. That's the only way he works. But right now, we don't have that Baleba yet, and that's a long day. But I don't want to see him get skinned and then we're just in transition because you're great on the ball. How about some defending? We don't even know if he's going to come back the same.
It's probably, we need to see, hopefully.
I'd rather Mazraoui there.
For this season, we're going to have to shift because I think next season is when we're going to address maybe adding one more wing back, adding one more centre back for sure. 2 centre backs, I think, next season.
Need another centre mid, or maybe 2. Maybe
we need probably at least 1 centre mid, maybe another young kid, like and obviously Kone is someone that they expect to come through as well. So next season is when we're going to add the depth into the squad. That's going to be like, okay, well, we're serious now. We have depth. If we lose 1 player, we lose 2 players. And maybe next season we add another forward. We should. We add another striker or add another 10. That's creative. Ship off Mason Mount to Azerbaijan or something like that.
Boy.
But yeah, that's the thing. We have so many players that Luke Shaw should be gone.
Oh, he should be gone. Yeah, he has to. No, if he has a fit season, someone might pick him up. But he's still got 2 years left on his deal, man. That's one of the most annoying things. And when I'm seeing Maguire, maybe an extension, I don't know how true that really is. But that kind of tells me, are they afraid because of the English core in the team that you need?
Yeah, you need that. That's probably what I was gonna complain, but then I was like, you probably need some English players.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. Maybe that's why they're like, we'll keep him for a season or 2. But he's not expected to. I don't think he's expected to be a starter at all. Maguire.
Probably not. What's the like? Let me check the likes real quick. What's the likes on? We are on 148 likes. Oh, you lot are smashing it. If you don't mind, keep smashing the likes. You know what it does. And subscribe if you're brand new. There's a lot of you that aren't subscribed. Over half people that watch these shows they're not subscribed. So it's interesting to see if they do. Big up to all the new subscribers though. See, the Brighton CEO was very smart with this comment because they talk about Man United having exactly approached him, but the intermediaries were the ones that approached the whole situation. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah. Well, we haven't made an official offer. Listen, clubs are not going to.
They're not going to say they have.
They're not going to say until there's an official offer, and there's a process to go through that. So he's been a little bit pedantic, but if you listen to his full quote, actually, he was like, "We would love to keep him, but there are dynamics in the market that we don't always control." Something like that. So,
and let's be real, Brighton are a selling club.
Listen, I don't think Brighton are like. People make it seem like Brighton will never sell, but that's not true. They have evaluation. As long as you meet it, thank you very much. Go on, leave.
Yeah. Question is, when do we approach them?
I think it'll happen fairly quickly. If we can get Baleba's okay and his eagerness to want to make the move and really turn his head, because listen, look at Isak. Everybody on their mama was like, Isak was never going to leave Newcastle. He's Newcastle born and bred, everything. But look at how turned his head is. The guy's in his spliff. He's not even training. Like the guy's head is gone. He wants to leave. So at the end of the day, if you can get a player to that level of, yeah, I'm done, I want to go, you can get a deal done.
Yeah,
That's
of course.
that's where we need to get Baleba to, where he's like, yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, this is your opportunity, but I don't know. It depends what kind of. That's why we say he needs to pull the Caicedo. He just needs to say, I don't know to that extent. He went beyond transfer request, all of that, blah 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 blah. But it's just like he's on 12.5. Look, Baleba's on 12.5K per week.
Yeah. I think we want him. We would still want Baleba to be respectful. We're not going to want him to go AWOL or anything like that.
Yeah, because otherwise you're gonna complicate.
You're gonna piss off Brighton. So I think we would want him to at least just say, listen, I want to move. I really want to go to Manchester United. Can we make this deal happen? Like there's something like that. It's not complicated, right? He's just gonna speak to whoever is managing their transfers and speak to the CEO and be like, there's a club that wants me, and I'm hearing they want to make an offer.
It's funny that how Brighton CEO came out that quick as well, which is positive. The fact that he come out and addressed it tells me, well, then clearly it's not like David Ornstein not going to lie, are they?
No, listen, if Ornstein is tweeting something, that's one. Hey, I said this about Sesko when the Sesko thing was happening. I was like, listen, if Man United are speaking to the intermediaries, they know one, they want the intermediaries to leak it to the journalists. They want the story out there. They know this is what's going to happen. So Man United are going to put themselves in a position where they're like, we're going to let this news leak out that we're chasing a player that's damn near £100 million, and then get caught with our pants down and look stupid.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think that would ever be the case. Yeah, David Ornstein bombers are David Ornstein bombers, but it's going to be difficult. That's why I say it's probably going to take maybe to the end. Maybe it might be a situation where it's like, well, can we take Kone or maybe Collier on loan?
No, I think the cash is there. I don't know why. I think the money is there. I think the money is there because there's stuff that is going on with the club. They're not going to hear everything because INEOS don't want everything to be out there. But there's stuff going on that we probably don't know that might come out later about how Manchester United were able to finance all this stuff. And remember, we plan on selling Garnacho to Chelsea. They're going to make an offer. We're going to sell Anthony. Whether he likes it or not, he's going to be sold. Right?
Yeah, hopefully it's a Saudi, man. Imagine we get all that cash. If we get cash here, we're laughing, bro. Baleba, you might as well call yourself a Man United player. So
ultimately, we just need to wait and see. 70 million valuation is not that far off what Brighton want.
Yeah. You see, if you haven't seen it, man, obviously we're in a world where we believe in indicators now. And he said 90 plus 10. I said, wait, hold on, 90, not 100 plus 10, 90 plus 10.
Listen. Indicator has a fan in me for the rest of his days.
If for this
one lick, but bro, like imagine, you know what? Because he was like proper, like reliable with like Liverpool news and stuff, but I wasn't really paying attention to it.
Even the Turkey stuff, to be fair.
Yeah,
I feel like they were educated guesses.
Yeah, like I wasn't even trying to look. I wasn't even paying attention to it.
How about this?
I was just like, listen.
How about this? I've got his notifications on the bell and the notifications.
And then from when Ornstein even endorsed him, oh my gosh!
That was it.
Oh,
no. You know what? To be fair, Grizz was telling me he's gonna WhatsApp me, innit? Apparently, I called it. I said, put the KFC in the bag, man. Don't get me.
Yeah, I saw it. You said put the KFC in the bag. Put the KFC because, bro, like we've seen. I was thinking, you're doing this for engagement. I hear it. I respect it.
I thought so too.
But I don't want it. I don't like. Just don't give me.
Don't get my hopes high. But right now, my hopes are higher than ever.
If we get Sesko and Baleba,
and then we got Cunha and Mbeumo in one window. You'd call me that's the best window we've ever had.
That's an 8 out of 10 window.
No, that's a 10 out.
That's an 8. I agree. That's an 8 out of 10.
No. It's no, because I know what you're gonna say. You said it yourself. Yeah, you got to think of windows. Yeah, how realistic windows. We can't get everything done in one window. Yeah,
if we get those two.
Right now, if we got them two, that's a 10 out of 10 window.
I wouldn't go 10, but what I will say is that
it's a 15 out of 10 window.
You know what? It would have been the best window we've had since 07.
Tevez and that?
Yeah, like Tevez, Greaves, Anderson, Nani. That window was nuts. Yeah. That took, but then like the only closest one to it would have been 2016.
Berber came the year later, I think.
Pogba, Bailly, Mkhitaryan, like. So like,
that was a good window for what it was at that time.
That was a really good window. But really and truly, this would be the bet because we get proven attackers. We get like a young attacker who He's much better than the young attacker that we have. And then we get a midfielder who we can actually put in a pivot. That's our midfield.
With anyone, with Minu, bro.
Bro, that could be our midfield pattern for a good 5 years, bro. I don't think you understand how many things. The only thing that I don't think you understand how many problems Baleba actually solves just with him alone. The only thing that's going to took us is AFCON. That's the only thing.
Wait, quick one. Are they going to be moving after this one? Are they moving AFCON to the summer then? Because that sounds mad. An AFCON in the summer of
AFCON. I don't know how the logistics.
But I do know. I've heard a lot of what they're going to do for AFCON is a lot of the facilities. There's going to be a lot of upgrades, like air cons and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. Because if Saudi, because if you think of it, I think the question was from what I was reading, Saudi can do it, we can do it, and AFCON's getting bigger. I'm glad AFCON's getting more known because then that means a lot more of African players will be looked at and says, I'm taking him because I know I'm not going to miss him for like potentially 6 games.
Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, I think clubs would even prefer that as well. It's just more so how they're going to manage it in terms of like which country it's
I think one. It's mad. It's mad. One year is going to be AFCON, the next year is going to be World Cup and stuff. So.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of logistics with it. But really and truly, if it's in the summer, then that means it's no longer.
I'm going to get double confirmation on that because that's getting me excited if that's the case.
I'll be honest with you. Even when I saw the quote in terms of 90 plus 10, I thought, bro, I'll take that. You know why?
Oh wait, hold on. The 2025 African Cup of Nations is being moved from its original planned summer dates to the winter schedule due to a clash with FIFA's. So what's that? What does that mean then?
No, I don't even know. That's news to me.
I think
that's new to me.
Are they moving it up because of?
Don't know, man.
I don't know. Honestly, whether we miss them or not, I'm not too worried about that, bro. If I'm being honest.
You know what? Yeah. It's still happening in December. Yeah, it's still happening.
That would still be like 4-5 key players if you think about it, because that'll be Onana, Baleba, Mazraoui, Ahmad, Mbeumo. Do you know what I mean? Like Mbeumo, should I say? That's 5 players, bro. That's 5 players that ideally probably would be starting. Not
all of them go far, but 3 of them would be in one net. That's what I said. That's Cameroon out.
Yeah. I don't want no success for them. Group stage exit.
It's a shame because Cameroon do quite well. They're building a really good team. Yeah. Ivory Coast go far, and then obviously Morocco go far. It's like, brother, like, could they not be part of something? I don't know, man.
Man.
Listen, anything I'd rather have them miss those games than what the team we had last season.
Yeah, 100.
100%.
110%. Like the positives definitely outweigh the negatives.
It sucks. Don't get me wrong. Which why next season I think we should go target more players that obviously maybe from European countries and South American countries and whatnot, so that we have a team and a bench that can come in and cover. But which is fine because I think that's what we're probably gonna do. But you're telling me Mbeumo. One, I never thought we would have Mbeumo and Cunha in the same team. Just never thought that would happen. I thought we'd get one.
Yeah, I think we've all been stunned about, I think I was kind of stunned we actually went for Cunha because it's like I'd had that whole. It made too much sense to happen. Do you remember? I remember just talking about it, and then it happened. It's like, all right, cool. Then Boomer stuff came out.
But that makes too much sense to happen, bro.
Sesko, we didn't even think it was a part of our target.
I don't know if you understand. We manifested that link through faith. You don't understand.
Everyone's been talking about it, though.
That link, bro. The fact that link came, we actually like all I'm thinking about is that meme, that Drake meme. Look around this. We created this. This wasn't here when this wasn't here before we got here. We created this now because, bro, we manifested that link, bro.
For it to drop today, though, after pretty much shooing away Newcastle from Sesko, it's not a coincidence to me.
Yeah, we battled for these players, It's not like it's been easy. We've actually battled for all these players. Well, not Cunha as much, but like back in January, back in January, remember Arsenal won them, blah, blah, blah. Newcastle tried to get it for him this summer, then happened early summer, May. And Mbeumo was wanted by these clubs who were telling us, Thomas Frank going to Tottenham, Newcastle won him, allow it. Sesko, bro, we conducted that. Bro, that's the way we've done that Sesko stuff. I'm actually mad.
That's chef's kiss.
We little boyed Newcastle. We little boyed Newcastle twice.
3 times.
Twice. Or
3 times.
3 times.
Bro, they wanted Cunha, bro. We've got all the graphics as well, Like, don't get it twisted. They tried to get Cunha. Remember, when they didn't get Cunha, who did they move on to after Cunha said we're going to Man United? João Pedro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know, I completely forgot that they wanted Cunha.
They
Yeah,
wanted
they got,
Cunha. They wanted Cunha.
yeah, they got
Yeah,
It's
Fisk.
just Cunha made it so obvious that like, I don't
he
want to go
wanted to
anywhere.
He
He just
didn't care
wanted
about
United. Yeah.
He said, I'm going United. I don't care about nowhere else. He said it from early. He said it from jump. So that was like, but that's the thing. Like, I don't feel we are Manchester United still rings off in 2025, even with how cheeks we've been. Can we just deep that for a second? We are
Bro.
Manchester United still rings off. We are never gonna
Let's
die.
go. When you
That is real heritage, bro.
I need rival fans, especially Newcastle fans, to hear this. When you
They're
do,
not. No. Wait, bro. Like, pause there a second. Don't
yeah.
call them rival. Newcastle are not.
No, that's
our
why I said.
mates,
That's why
bro.
I separated it. That's why I said rival
Newcastle
fans.
are not our mates. Like,
That's why I said rival fans and Newcastle fans.
they need to get this into their heads, bro.
Yeah.
It's like every time I see them, it's like, or whenever we go play against them in St James's Park and we lose or whatever, and we play them or we don't get a result, it's like they celebrate it like if they've won something. Like, bro, we are not your rivals, bro. we do not actually care about you at all. Like, but they actually need to get into their heads. I don't know what it is they think that because they're trying to push through for a top 6 spot, that they think that where they're like, they have never been all right. Like, the only man I recognize in the league are Liverpool, City, and Arsenal, and Chelsea. Obviously, I gotta respect Chelsea for that time of like 06 to 2011, 2012, where we were basically battling them for the league.
Yeah.
Other than that, I am not looking at anybody else, bro.
You know what it is?
No one in this league are our rivals. Nobody. None
You know
of
what
them.
it is the level of hate. They hate Manchester United so much, whereby anything because some of the tweets I see are crazy, like genuinely crazy from Newcastle fans.
The
It's
whole like
insane.
United thing, because they're known as Newcastle United as well. But if you say United, you don't think of Newcastle. You think of Man United straight away. You don't think about you think they're just Newcastle, bro. Like, they are Newcastle. Yeah, you are a historic club in your own right. That's cool. You're a big club. That's cool. Like, have that. That's fine, innit? But I promise you, we do not care about you. We are fighting 2 different wars. You lot are just about trying to just get into being at the seat, getting into the door. We are already at the table. We are.
You know what they do? You know what they do, bro? They get rejected, then they blame PSR, complain about Man United, about how we're doing stuff, and then go for someone, get excited, get rejected, then blame PSR again. But they just don't actually say, well, how about why we keep getting rejected? Because they've been rejected, I'm not joking, 10, 11 times this window.
They've had the worst window I've ever seen in my life.
Because this is what happens when you aim too high.
I've never seen that. If a man got that much rejection, bro, they would turn into an insult. No, I'm not.
Do you know what it is, Kaz, guys? The problem is they're not even questioning their ownership right now. They're not questioning their ownership, because think about it. Listen, if it was us that was going through this situation when we were getting rejected left and right like this, we would be going mad at our ownership, because they don't have a director of football.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Paul Mitchell left it.
Oh, we got a Romano update.
What do you say? What do you say?
Carlos Baleba did. Look at you. I love that. Love that. By the way, your I don't know what your screen is, but it's like literally Maltese and the rest of it's white background. But
you're killing me.
But that's better. That's better. That's better.
Man can't just, bro. I'm here. I'm pinching.
Right. Fabrizio has said Carlos Baleba did closed doors to Man United after direct contact with his camp. Man's in direct contact with his camp since when? All right, cool. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Missed that detail. Manchester United believe agree in terms of Baleba terms won't be an issue. Of course it won't. But club-to-club deal considered very difficult. Brighton want to keep Baleba summer and won't make it easy. So they said they just won't make it easy. They didn't say that he's not for sale. They didn't say he's not for sale.
They'll sell him,
wait, hold on. Let's see what my good friend Indy say. My new best friend. I don't know. Did someone try saying in his chat? Carlos Baleba will request a transfer and that Brighton release him for a reasonable fee. Right? Where did he say this?
Please.
Wait, no. But where has he said that? Like, if you're gonna.
He maybe.
Oh no. He says this. He said an hour ago. about, okay, maybe I didn't see it all. The main part, Baleba himself is reportedly planning to step in and ask Brighton to lower that asking price. It's a bold move, but will they actually, if he can convince them, it would change the whole saga? I don't think it says anything along the lines of him saying that he's gonna, what did he say here? Release
Request a
request a
reasonable
transfer.
fee.
Yeah, no one's asked to request a transfer, but typically if you're gonna put the mesh that's kind of asking for a transfer, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think it's keen, yeah. What Man United don't do, and I said it, I know we wanted to put in a transfer request, is not have an Isak saga, because if we want to do deals with these clubs in the future, it's best building relationships.
Yeah, 100%.
Like Leipzig looks like that's a good relationship we got there. I think Brentford is a bit strained, to be fair, because the way they went about it, not us, they went about the way they did.
They took the piss. I'm not gonna lie.
I think even with Brighton, I feel like
No, we're not gonna want him to go AWOL. Like I said, we're not gonna want him to go AWOL. We're gonna want him to just tell them, listen, man, I have a club interested in me. Please, do the deal. Like, don't just say, hey, we're not gonna pay money. Like, we're not gonna accept anything. Like, that's a different situation entirely. If they're happy to accept a fee, then that's different. That's different.
But I also don't think we should dance around with them though, because
brother, it sounds like we're going for the kill, bro. I can't lie. That's what we're going for it. That says we're going for it. We're not going for it. No, we're not knowing what the complications are.
Yeah,
bro. Do you know what I mean? You don't do it because
you don't.
He's Mr. Bryan said earlier, like, with United, they're not going to want to look like dickheads.
Nope.
With all of this, you're going to look like idiots. You're going to look like broke boys because you can't part of the money. Why would you want to look like a broke boy? Yeah, this whole time, I want to know. See, this is when it comes to all these media claiming all our finances. When no one, I said it earlier as well, just to repeat to you, no one actually knows what the inside outs of our whole finances and revenues and stuff like that, and how much indication. Like, I swear we paid off like a third of our transfer debts. By the way, this summer, didn't Ratcliffe say that in an interview?
I will somewhat clarify that. So essentially, with the cash injection that we used in the third quarter, we were able to, like you say, pay off some of the debt we used. Like there was like 50 million or something like that in the third quarter. Now we've managed to be able to release an extra line, basically extra credit. So we're basically not, because we've been very cash strapped. We haven't had a lot of cash we just haven't had cash in our account. We've had a cash flow issue, really and truly. And because we didn't get Champions League money, and also we didn't sell Bruno for that 100 mil, we've been cash strapped. But we've got that. It's basically like we're basically maxing out the credit card even more. We've got like we managed to get a bit more on the overdraft. But that basically means is that they're going all in this summer. So they're getting Sesko, they're getting Baleba, they're getting these guys so that there is no doubt of us not, like, European football is at a minimum. Like, we can't have a season like we had again, or we can't
and they need to provide that gamble. That's what I did. I not say that. Did I not say that earlier, Brian?
Because you
need to gamble that now.
Well, but if we don't do well this season, we're cooked. We are
actually. There's one scapegoat in all of this. There's one scapegoat in all of this, and the way we can earn that money is through what?
Yeah.
The guy that said he's got one more year apparently at United, Bruno Fernandes,
bro.
And Casemiro, of course.
This is the thing. If Baleba now comes in, you actually not even low key, because we actually have a selection headache with Bruno. Not gonna lie, because now we're basically having to shoehorn him as a
one thing we don't want to do though is, for me, is upset the dressing room, bro. That's the last thing I think.
No. I don't think we're gonna have that problem. Like I said,
with upsetting the dressing room, there. I'm not gonna lie. And to be honest,
I want to see Manu. I want to see Manu in that.
I think Bruno didn't go to Saudi because of the World Cup. Personally,
maybe that's probably a good.
Think really, he said, "Let me stay for one more year. I'm making the money I'm making. I've got the World Cup coming in the summer. I'll do this year. Hopefully, we get back into actually fighting for a European spot, win a trophy, this, that, another. Do the World Cup, and then I can cash out, because you don't say no to that kind of money."
I think he knows Saudi's always going to be there.
Saudi's always going to be there. I'm just hoping that when they come back to the table, they're still going to give us that. They're still going to give us that 100.
It'll be a high amount.
Yeah,
I think it'll be a high amount.
Like that, if they give us even 80, that's a win. That's a serious win.
That's why I told people this. Like, I said this on Twitter, that I'm so confident that Bruno is going to leave next season. I think this season he's going to be like, listen,
This is my last
season,
year.
I give my year, I give everything to try and do something big or special at United, or at least help them get back into the Champions League.
Yep.
And the club, that's why I think he was slightly, I don't know if you saw his comments the other day. That's why he was like, the club said they were going to move. They don't need money. We need more players. He kind of said that we needed more players. He's expecting at least two more players in the door. So I think next summer, Bruno is going to go and we're going to get that payday from Saudi, and hopefully we replace him adequately, intelligently, bring in someone that will take up the reins. But for this season, I need people to understand this. There's nothing wrong with having rotation options. Some games, it makes sense to have Bruno play, at least for now. I'm not his biggest fan.
Especially the low block teams.
Yeah. But some games, we see Manu. We need to be careful with Manu. We almost killed this guy,
bro.
We almost killed Kobe Manu.
We owe. I can't lie, man. We owe Kobe Manu, bro. Like at least room to at least thrive, man.
Yeah, like let him develop. Just give him.
Get him a suitable. Just get him somebody that is not. Anyway, me and you argue about what that other guy is, and I don't want to get into it. But like, I don't want to get into that. Me and you argue about that guy, but more time, just get him a suitable partner, bro. Honestly, get him a suitable partner, because really and truly, with that system, there's not a lot of build up. Is more so with the free centre backs and probably the wing backs.
Wing backs is the wing backs, 100%.
So the midfielders really, they're doing a lot of like grunt work. So there's not like a lot of like there's not necessarily a lot of like progression through the middle, which I think is stifling him a lot, because really he's very much a ball to feet, connect. He
wants to touch the ball. Yeah, Amorim said that. Yeah,
touches, bro. You can't not just be there. He's not someone that's just there he can cover space, and he can cover space and zones, but he's not gonna just be running around. You're wasting him. Just get him a suitable partner that's there, so that you can that are comfortable on the ball, that can progress the ball and give it to the forward players. And you will actually see that team work. You will see it work. And if it don't work, Ruben, we gotta have words.
No, if it don't work, I'm not even flustered at all, because if it doesn't work, he goes in it. Like, he won't have a leg to stand on, and then you then bring in a coach that, if you then play a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1.
I said this year. I said, look, I don't whether Ruben flipping proves himself or not, even if it is the next manager, because it's like, I want to run a 4-3-3 next year. Let's just say that there's a manager. Let's just say Xavi, for instance. Not that I want him, but we'll definitely be aiming. Okay, what's the next kind of player? Well, go get Wharton then, because then we can have Wharton, Kobe, future of England, and Baleba. And it's like, even if he leaves, we got a second Kone. Do you know what I mean? And we've got a Toby Collier still. We still got England we got English players around, and there's a lot you can work with. I'm interested. I think, watch when I say this shit. See, Toby Collier is either going to go for a lot of money, because the team will do well, or he's one of them ones that you just want him in and around the squad, because he's just got that modern mold.
I like Toby
a lot. We just needs game time, though, man. He needs game time.
I think he needs to go on loan.
Yeah.
Get the minutes, because we don't have Europa League, so the minutes aren't there really. And for him, for his own development, I think he needs to just go on loan, and I think it will be good for him as well. Which is unfortunate, because I thought that we'd be able to see a bit more of him, because I do like him, because I think he's a really good athlete. I think whilst he can be safe in possession, he's also not stupid with the ball. Like, he understands what he actually needs to do when he's actually on the ball. He's
just not special, though. That's the thing.
That's the thing. That's the problem.
The issue, yeah.
Not
special. There's other players that are in the academy that are coming through that I think are special, or they are better, but are better than him. But he still shows qualities that, for a squad player, I'm fine with. But I do think he needs to go on loan.
I think I don't know. I saw a report that he might go on loan, because, again, this is why I'm going to sign a midfielder.
We have to. Cass is in the last year of his deal. We are not renewing his deal. We're not exercising the option that he's got. He's gone on in the summer.
Who's that? Casemiro.
Yeah.
Agate will have use. It will have a use.
Ugarte is in the squad. Yeah. Anyway,
He will have but he will have use. Yeah, I'm telling you now. Yeah, it won't be a star. But when you need, like old school kind of Liverpool, I can see what I'm trying to run slightly at times. Yeah, with this press. But if you've got a Baleba and Agate, and you just need to press the flip out of this team. Yeah, you're gonna just win the ball high up, cause problems. You're gonna probably want Agate in there because I'm gonna run you ragged today. Because I might not need a copy. I need someone that's not as intricate, but I'm gonna run you ragged. When I do, then I bring on my copies. I think what did one of you just say about 5 minutes ago? It's the options.
Yeah,
Option.
I have no
options. Baleba gives you different options to play different ways.
I just don't. You know what? I'm cool with that.
But squad option, I don't care if Agate's in the squad. Your squad option,
38 games of a season. I can't do it.
No, obviously not. No, obviously not. Yeah,
that midfield signing is imperative. I think they're very important.
They've teased us now. They can't go back.
Is imperative, and there's no way they can start discussions and then just backtrack.
And say, oh no, sorry, you can't afford it. Yeah, they said that about flipping. What's his name? They said that about what's it called? All these outlets are telling us that we can't afford the likes of flipping Sesko. Yeah, that looked like it was light work. That was light work.
You know the reason why I'm encouraged is because remember when there was that chance or situation where we're interested in Gyökeres, and United were like trying to get Gyökeres to say, "I want to join you," and he didn't. And
United have been very keen on that.
Yeah, we're not doing the bidding war thing, bro. It is literally say you want to join us, we'll put the bid in.
We'll put the bid in.
Put your money where your mouth is. You want to join us? Cool. We'll make the deal happen. It's as simple as that. We're not going to be getting into a bidding war, saying like, oh yeah, we bid this much, and we're not little boys in this thing. That's what Newcastle literally been putting bread down. Yeah,
doing the bidding for us.
Give you this. Like, okay, cool. They put that bread down without even like going to Sesko and being like, oh, like, would you want to come? Like, we'll pay you this much money. We'll do this at another. But like, they didn't even get the confirmation of saying like, are you on coming? Like, is that what you want? We literally said to him, "Is like, listen, tell us that you want to come. We'll put if you're ready to come, we'll put the bread down. It's as simple as that." Baleba, you haven't even heard that as an issue. Baleba's not an issue. It's not an issue. Dude.
And these reports, it's kind of meshing together, saying that he wants United, according to what.
And the great thing about this is we're not waiting until next year. If we wait until next year, we can't get him, bro. It's like there's so many clubs that are going to be in for him, we won't be able to get him. Luckily now, a lot of clubs have done their business. They've spent their money, they spent the majority of their budget. The only team that you could probably say they haven't is Liverpool. They're probably the only team that can probably say that they haven't done that. But then really they're setting their sights on getting Isak, which is making me feel sick, by the way. But that's another conversation.
I hear it.
Yeah.
But it's nasty, but it is what it is, isn't it?
It's nasty, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to sidetrack, I don't want to get sidetracked, but like the way I see it is I'm tired of having to rely on other clubs to basically do the dirty work
bidding for us. Yeah.
I'm saying like for so many years we've been so bad that we've been praying that like City just win the league so that Liverpool don't win it, or Arsenal, can you rise it? Chelsea, you spend this much money, can you rise it? Like I'm done doing that. Like United, just get good again so we can actually be in the mix and be competitive and actually have our own say on like what's going on in the league. I'm tired of that, bro. I'm tired of having to ask.
It would be a beautiful foundation. Listen, we're not anywhere. I don't want people to get
anywhere near that.
We're not anywhere near that. Yeah, but this is a great foundation to start. That build.
Start. Like this is actually this one. I can say, you know what, INEOS, fair enough, bro.
Remember, good players will always attract good players.
Yeah.
Listen, for me, right, Listen, we don't know how this season is going to go. Nobody knows. Even with all this excitement and everything. If we do sign Baleba, we obviously get Sesko done, Cunha and Mbuemo. And for me, I'm like, at the goalkeeper, I don't know. We'll see. But we get that done, right? What we know can happen, we'll say it does happen. my hope and feel is like, as a United fan, we suffered so much. Let's just have a good season of good football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we've not had a good season where you're like, teams are like, you know what? They might not be perfect, but Manchester United play good football. Do you know the last time I heard that? Do you know last time I heard Manchester United play good football?
It's been years. It's been years. I don't know if you understand. Last season was so dark, bro. It was so dark. Cassie was begging me to come on stream. I said, I don't have it in me, bro. I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me to even feel, to even watch the game. I was watching games and they were just in the background. Like, I had no emotion attached to it whatsoever. They had no emotion at all. It was that bad, bro. And to the point where it was so bad, you know, like in our history, we've always had good attackers. Like, if we don't have anything else, our attack is always solid. Our midfield could be a graveyard. Our defense, our goalkeeper could be a sieve. It doesn't matter. We have shooters. These past 2 years have been absolutely diabolical, bro.
I got him, man.
Diabolical, bro. It's been such a laborious watch that, like, I haven't been able to. I'm not entertained. I feel like I was forcing myself to watch this team. I just want to be able to watch good football, watch them score goals, watch them create chances, like just literally end-to-end stuff. And we're probably still not going to get that as much in Amorim's system like that, but at least we'll play better. There'll be better.
I'm just interested, bro. I even just that option. Do people forget we got a 6'5" man up front that's got a leap of faith? Like, it's not a joke.
He's actually good in the air.
No, he's amazing in the air. No,
you know what I
he's
like?
amazing in the air. My only thing with Sesko is, again, will always be, well, if you can get Baleba, you've got a core of Premier League proven players that you bought in. He should have every excuse to go and thrive now. You got everything. You don't even need to drop deep, probably. Yeah. Yep. My thing is your finishing going to get better? Because that's what we're going to need at one point. In crucial moments, I would say, are you going to be clutch enough? Probably that's a better word. And the other one is, how quick can you adjust to the Prem? Because athleticism, strength, physicality, I think you're all there. I think he's all there, yeah? He's got all of that. It's just the pace of the game. Can you adapt to the pace of the game?
Yeah.
That's my only thing. It's my only thing. How quick can you do it? Because we need it quick. I'm sorry, but I'm tired of Hoyland. Tired of it.
Kaz, do you remember? Because I remember there's something I remember as a Man United fan.
Go on.
Is the season Liverpool signed Torres, and to this day, there's no striker that scared me more than Fernando Torres. I'm deadly honest with you.
No, Abby, you're so right. You're so right,
bro. Yeah, he's actually right. Not to cut you off. Not to cut you off. But like, what he said was so correct. You know, I had nothing left, bro. I couldn't even get involved. It was dark.
Right, Pundit, what did you say to me when I was asking you, are you going to come and stream? What have you said to me about the summer?
I thought when we finished the season, I told Kaz, I told Saeed, I'm like, I'm gone. No, I'm gone. I'm taking a holiday. I literally told Saeed, I was like, listen, bro, I'm gone for at least a month. When we finished the Europa League final, I was like, I didn't even tweet. I just said, I deleted Twitter off my phone.
Yeah.
I deleted it off my phone. I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to even see this for a good minute. Because I couldn't take it, bro. Mentally,
yeah, I was in that. But that, like Man United was that brass. I was delaying doing this channel for months. I was like, yeah, sure, he's got to turn around soon. Never did. Never ever did. It's like I can't.
You were so optimistic.
I can't come online. I'm not a mad negative fan, innit? Like, I'm just not a negative person in general, yeah. As much as I used to be back in the day, right? And I was like, I don't want to be perceived as another negative fan coming on the line. It's like, where's the positivity? Like, at least.
It was dark.
I just thought, you know what?
So dark, man.
Yeah, come May, I'll do some soft launch, and then June, get better, and then July, be way more consistent. And then now, obviously, the fruits of my labor is here with 7,500 subscribers later. But it's just like, I can't do it, man. I can't talk about something passionately that I care about in such a negative light. It does my head in. It's not good for me.
I'm the exact same way.
It is football, but I can't keep cussing my love out. Do you know what I mean? It's just not possible.
People don't know this though. When Ollie was here, I used to have a podcast. It was more audio. I used to have a podcast, but I stopped because I used to get so pissed. I used to get so pissed off. Like, I couldn't. It's like I'm already pissed off watching the game. Then after the game, I'm extra pissed off because I'm having to record this podcast. I'm like, I can't do it. And
Can't do
I've
it.
been slowly like people were like, why do you have all this set up? Because I've always wanted to do a Manchester United thing.
Big up.
But for me, the club has been such a dark place. I don't want to come every game and be like, this guy is shit, coach is shit, club is shit. That's not
Yeah,
entertaining. to me.
and you
It's
lot
not
will know this.
interesting.
You might know this feeling, Brian. Yeah, but for me, it's that one when you lose a game again. And you're like, I don't know if I can bother to stream. Like, I'll be real. Like, I just can't bother to stream. That is the first.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like I can't bother. I'm just gonna sit there and then what? It's just not again.
It's like I don't want to do that because for me, it's like this is not. We all love Manchester United. This is a real thing, and that's why I always say to Saidi, kudos to you, bro, because I couldn't do it. I can't do it. I can't
Right,
sit
when you're
down
getting
here,
100K views plus sometimes, and that you can.
Crash out.
bro.
You can.
Be gay, bro.
I can't, man. I can't.
You know what? The least that you can, the club can do for yourself is if your club's shit and doing shit, cash in on it because make some money out of it. Because simple as that, they're that shit. They've been shit. They've been letting you down year after year. Make some money out of it. Why not? If
You know
can.
what it is,
If you
guys.
can.
Someone just said it's. I would crash
I
out.
think
I'm
it's
a
forced cashing in is different. Like that's where it's like you're begging it now. Stop it.
Yeah.
You can't wait for something bad to happen. I can't stand that. That's just not me in it.
Yeah, I'm mentally, like you can tell, like Said is a really chill guy.
Of course,
But
it is. I'm not
genuinely, I'm a crash out. Like I would go, it would just ruin my whole thing. I can't. Like for my mental sanity, I need to just walk away. Man United lose or play horribly, I need to just do something else. I need to go like watch a movie, play, hang out with my kids, talk to my wife, like do all that. I need to do something else and just forget the whole situation. Because bro, like this team, especially last season, was the more like, bro, it took me to some dark places, man. It took me to some dark places.
This is the worst. This is the worst. It's been the worst.
Yeah, that last year was. I actually was so invested in other sports. Yeah, I don't understand, bro.
I seen you tweeting as well about them,
bro. I had no interest. I had no love for the game at all. I couldn't rise it to watch. Watching games of watching other teams play was just a sad reminder of what my.
Oh, it was bad, and then
sad reminder, bro.
Liverpool then win the league and everything at the canter.
It couldn't get any worse. Oh,
Jesus!
It's like you can never rely on Tottenham to make sure someone stops someone to win in the league, and you can't rely on Arsenal because it's Arsenal. It's like, and you're like, why is it the clubs that we are most in beef with, pretty much what I'd say our closest rivals naturally, which should be Man City and Liverpool, depending where you're from in England, of course, or just online, but. Naturally, why has it got to be those two clubs that are doing all right? Like, I'd rather it be Chelsea. Why couldn't it be Chelsea?
Do you know
what I mean? Why couldn't it be Chelsea or something? Why couldn't some next club be bought? Why did Man City have to be bought? Why couldn't it be someone like Leicester?
Fam,
or Birmingham.
Leicester did get bought, low key. I'm not gonna lie.
But
Leicester did get bought.
I have to ask myself. I was actually thinking this the other day. I was like, Saudis must be like asking themselves, why did we even buy Newcastle at this point? They might be asking themselves like,
"What's so mad?" I actually low key, I do feel for them because PSR is actually us low key. They can't give. I don't feel sorry for them, but it's the situation is peak, so they can't offer Isak new money because of PSR. They can't offer him money. I don't even want to laugh when I'm saying it. Get a replacement for man.
Yeah,
who's gone on strike. And they're getting record money for him because he wants to leave because they didn't want to give him new money because they've been giving other people new contracts and they didn't give him a new contract. So he's like, one new lot. I'm not staying here.
I'm surprised though. I thought he'd stay one more season at least, Isak.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie.
I've kind of told myself he's gone, man.
I thought Arsenal was gonna grab him, and I thought
no chance.
I thought Arsenal would have sense and go and grab him by any means necessary, and they didn't do it, and they got the Swede instead. I don't know why.
It makes you wonder, yeah. If you do scouting correctly, yeah, if they bought Zubimendi and instead of Gyökeres and say, "I'm going to use all that money to go get Isak," it makes you wonder why. Why is it? Oh wait. How about it? Sorry. Gyökeres and Madueke, and you say I could have probably got Isak after chasing him for that long. Bro. And then you just bro, it's like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna trust the youth. I'm just gonna trust Wanyeri to take that left wing position. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna just take it. I'm just gonna trust it. We'll just go with it. We'll see what happens. But having an Isak and Saka, I can carry.
You,
And it makes you wonder. It makes you does make you wonder why you wouldn't go for it.
You only need really out of 3 forwards. If you have 2 30 forwards, bro, and you had that in Saka and you had that in Isak,
You're laughing.
The third guy
they got Havertz. They got Havertz still on the bench.
Any person, any guy, you know.
And they're still looking at Eze. The thing is, they're still looking at Eze anyway. So it's like you can continue business as usual.
So like,
I won't lie. I think Arteta has placed himself in a very difficult situation.
It's because Bird took control. Bird took control.
But that's why I say he's in a very difficult situation. I think because he hasn't won anything major, he's almost had to surrender control to Bertha. Yeah. And now it's like you're letting this guy, whatever people want to say about Arteta, he has a very specific way of playing, and his identification of those players has helped that way of playing. Now, this guy is identifying other players for his system. He then has to tweak his system to accommodate those players. And that's a different level of skill for a coach. I think Arsenal have let him sign who he's wanted to sign, and he's had the time to make it work. But now he has to incorporate something else that is different. He's adding something else in the mix. So if he can navigate that this season, then maybe Arsenal might give him another chance. But like, I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's at the end of his rope if he doesn't.
I've got a bit of a hot take.
I think if he doesn't win this year,
he's gone.
Still, because start one by one. They're going to start leaving. Saliba's already soft launching to go to Madrid. You've already
Gabriel's flirting with Saudi.
Do you know what I mean? Gabriel might be flirting with Saudi, and that's your defensive bedrock gone.
He might sign a new contract though, but it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, but then like you're already starting to see the makeup of your team slowly starting to change. It happened like in 2007 to like 2010 for Arsenal as well. They lost Hleb, they lost Fabregas, they lost Adebayor, they lost Sanya, Nasri, this bit one by one. One by one. Then Van Persie in the end, who ended up winning the league.
That was the final straw, innit? That was
the final straw, bro. And then they had to start all over again.
And it took years.
And even then, even with Sanchez and Ozil, they still didn't really get to that level because, I mean, and it wasn't really to do their fault, really and truly. They were close, but
the defense was just shit during that period.
Defense was awful. Yeah. And then after that, it was peak. It was peak. Like that period was not. It wasn't pretty. That period wasn't pretty.
I've got a thing, yeah. If Baleba comes in, I think Bruno's gonna have a mad season. You know, the bow out. I'm gonna call it the bow out season. I think he's got. I'm deep in it. Yeah, Baleba's left footed, isn't it? But he plays on. It's weird because he plays on the right. He's left footed, like both footed, but he's made left footed. Yeah. He can play both feet, but it's mad because he plays right centre mid, even though he's left footed, because he drives inside. It's mad way to look at it. But people forget, Bruno's a spammer, innit? He's got. I was just thinking, like, wait, Bruno, you know, if you get Baleba, you can do a lot, you know. You've got a 6 foot 5 man. You got a 6 foot 5 man to cross. You got a 6 foot 5 Donny to cross into. So love. You've got a Boomer running in behind, and you've got a Dorgu that's a willing runner at this point.
And Cunha.
I can't lie.
People forget Cunha. I don't like the disrespect. I
don't think Bruno. I don't think Bruno and Cunha. I'm gonna be real. I don't think they complement each other as much as people think. I think they like to occupy the same spaces a little bit too much.
On the left side,
on the left side, I don't like it. I don't like it at the moment. I feel like when Cunha comes deep, Bruno wants to drive forward. It's like, no, he's coming to collect the ball off you, not you. Like, you've got to give up responsibility. And I think Ruben Amorim has said something along those lines before in the interview. Like, he's got to trust his teammates. But for me, it's like, you get the discipline kind of Bruno, or the one that's like, you do what you need to do. We've got someone to cover. It's like, I think this could be it. This could be the Bruno that people have been talking about, unlocking him, like, to do whatever you need.
This is the problem I had, though. And I said this, and we saw it rear its ugly head in the Europa League final as well. Playing this guy in central midfield for a whole season is going to bite us in the ass. I'm telling you, because it's not his natural position. It's not, and it's like, you're not going to get a disciplined Bruno. You're just not going to get that. Like, there'll be periods in a season where but there's still deficiencies in his game that is just going to leave holes.
Yeah, I can see him regressing though. Like, I can see him regressing, yeah. But I feel like Manu, the vision would be Manu, you're the one that's going to take the reins. Like, you are taking over. This is going to be your position. This is you're going to be the 8. If you give him Baleba, it's like you've got the perfect partnership. That means now Manu, you might be different to Bruno, but you can.
That's interesting because Mainu loves that left hand side too.
This is what I'm
Well,
saying.
he's a lot more intelligent than Bruno in terms of like.
Probably can play either side.
In certain spaces, yeah, but he ain't got the vision like Bruno. He ain't got vision like Bruno, but in terms of where not to be in spaces, he's better.
Yeah, he's more intelligent, especially getting forward. We'll see. The coach is.
I think Bruno's gonna have he should have a great season. I think he's gonna have an amazing season. And I'm not his biggest fan, but I can admit, yeah, you've got all of this going on. It's kind of perfect. It's like tailor made for a Bruno type player.
It's
really
his job to figure it out, though. This is where I'm like, Amorim, you need to get a hold of Bruno and tell him stop getting in the way. Just let's.
You done at Sporting. You done at Sporting. You got rid of him, and well, he didn't technically get rid of him. He was there, but he wasn't there. But he won the league.
He got rid of him, and he won the league. That always to me felt like just anyway. I didn't want to.
I will say like with this season, with everything, the reason why I think why Amorim was like, I'm okay with keeping Bruno, so to speak, was there's going to be so much change in the team, and Bruno is such
there's so much rubbish. There's so many crap players already.
He's such a known entity in terms of like the players, and even like
Euro loves him. The young players love him, man.
I was watching the other day who Euro said Bruno's
Euro
like
and heaven, Euro and heaven, yeah.
So it's like maybe he doesn't want like move this guy, and he's the one with all that responsibility. Maybe after this season, you're going to see maybe Cunha take up that responsibility, because Cunha, you can see the way Amorim is really like relating with Cunha. He's really like, he loves like Cunha, and Cunha is very bubbly, very like outgoing personality. He wants to really connect with everybody too, kind of like Bruno does, if I'm being honest with you. But we'll see after this season. I think I don't expect Bruno to be here beyond this season. So
we got shooters. We got bare shooters in our team. But remember, Baleba's a long shot specialist, bro. Like he's got them in his locker.
Sesko's ball striking.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's
mad,
ridiculous.
Mad, isn't it?
This is the point I'm trying to make. Like that's why
Manu can shoot,
bro. Like there's actually shooters. We actually have. I'm from that front line. I'm expecting 50 goals. I can't lie. I want 50 goals. All I thought of was
from the front line. You mean
front three? Huh?
Yeah.
From the front line, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's doable. I don't feel like
Bruno will get 10 plus goals easy.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, or if 45 at a minimum from that front line, you should be able to get that from that front line.
Yeah. I really want. This season is going to be interesting because, like you said, all of them can shoot, right? They can shoot from distance, which is great. It's great. People don't understand one of the reasons why Liverpool's attacking tree was so good, because Salah, Mane,
know how to shoot.
Maybe Firmino, not as much, but he could shoot.
On an away day, yes. At home at Anfield, no.
But that's what I'm saying. But
more time, he didn't really need to.
He didn't need to. Yeah.
He just needed to facilitate, and the guy was as good a facilitator of play
as anybody I've ever seen. Yeah.
So like really, I couldn't even get onto him for not being a shooter, because I knew that he was. You knew that he was going to be able to create for two man that guaranteed are getting 20 goals in the league minimum, both of them on either side. So really and truly, if Sesko can be even that, because
wait, hold on. I think we just got another little bomber.
Don't do that to me. Don't do this.
Like the guy that dropped the news with thingy. What's his name? What's his name? Martin. What the hell is his name, bro?
Who? Is it the Cameroonian journalist or?
Yeah. Him. He said Andre Onana has played a major role in the Baleba. I'm telling you now, we can't get rid of Onana. I'm sorry, but he deserves another year. No, you can't get rid of him. One more year. He deserves it 1 more year.
Listen, Onana, Onana got us Mbumo and he's getting us Baleba. You give him that 1 year, he can do as many press conferences as he likes. He can do as many interviews on the overlap as he likes. I couldn't give a toss, bro.
No, I'm sorry. Energy for energy. We like people that love this. Onana loves this club.
Bro, keep him here.
I don't know, man. I can't, man.
I'm Ray Charles in it. I'm taking off my glasses.
You get Larmans. You get Larmans in and say you're backup goalie for this year. Love.
And you soft launch it.
You soft launch him in cups. You soft launch it in cups. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
How he looks. You shot by him.
No, this is brother. Let me get this guy's name up. Yeah.
The vision. You see the vision.
I can't. This guy's mentally scarred me, bro. Onana's medicine.
You keep Onana for a year. You keep him for a year. Let him continue to. You can let him continue be at the age.
Here we go. Andre Onana has played a key role in convincing Baleba to join Man United, a move carefully orchestrated by Man United executives. Early contact between clubs as per Martin, blah, blah, blah.
Lovely.
Okay. Listen, I don't want to hear all this and not get this guy. Okay? I don't want to hear all this talk and not get this guy.
They're playing with heartstrings right now.
They're working on 2 deals at the same time right now.
Yeah, but remember, one of them is actually being orchestrated and finalized by the likes of it's Vivel and Matt Hargreaves are over doing all of that stuff, whilst Wilcox and who's the other one? Wilcox and there's another one. Wilcox and Barada, are working on whatever else the targets are coming in. That's why we're seeing like simultaneously the same thing. Remember, Cunha was done, but then we was already in the Mbumo deal. Do you get it? It's been delegated.
Yeah.
We don't have to wait weeks. We actually use our scouting department, lads. We're building a new data. We're trying to build the best data. Like, what's his name? Data department.
Baleba would be mad, bro.
You got the Mercedes guy. He's apparently a freak of nature. Yeah, you're trying to build something similar to the Michael Edwards data.
That'll be interesting. I want to see what that looks like.
That's gonna take a while though. A good while.
The thing is, like, this is the thing with INEOS that, like, I think because we've had conversations about INEOS in general, but this
I love INEOS.
Yeah. But like, and I
love them. I love them.
I'm gonna wait.
More pro INEOS guy in it. I was very much.
What did you say about my throat? What?
You said pro.
Hey, what did you say? A throat? A throat or fruit?
He said pro. He said pro INEOS.
Pro INEOS.
I was trying to say. I was like, I thought I heard throat. I was like, what am I throwing? Are you mad? That's crazy. It's stuff.
You say throat, brother.
Stuff for the Lord. Like, what are we doing?
I was saying pro INEOS. But I was very much let's wait and see, because when you take over a football club, you're not going to be able to change things overnight. It's just not possible, bro. You need to be able to put certain things in place so that you're able to operate in a way that works, and that stuff does take time. So if they manage to get this window through over the line in terms of those two players, that's already an 8 out of 10 window based off what they did previously, which is a complete upgrade. Like you've upgraded like 4 positions in the starting 11 alone already, and then you build from there. So it's more a case of let's just wait and see. Me personally, I'm very much a wait and see person. You got to give these people. Yeah. You got to give them. I said I was already going to give them about 3 to 5 years to kind of see like.
All right, let's go check your tweets. Man.
Me?
Yeah, I'm going to check your tweets right now. Let me type in INEOS.
I didn't know. I gave them a year and to get their act together.
I said like INEOS. I was very much a wait and see thing. It was more like INEOS could change my life or you can destroy it. That's very much it.
For me, how they're moving now is what I expected.
To be fair, you seem all right. To be fair, you know what, Fez?
I'm not move. I don't move, bro. But you're not like, come. You know this. I'm not like.
I'm not one of those things. Like, bro, constructive criticism has been deserved of INEOS because again, we don't know all the details, but we can only go off of what we've been told, innit? I think they deserve the criticisms of certain things. So I'm not deluded like that.
The one thing I'll say, to be fair, the gap to get the Mbumo deal was mad.
Yeah, it was. I think a lot of that was really and truly the gamble, which didn't pay off. And I thought that they probably learned. It seems like they kind of learned from that straight away. Yeah, but it's like, imagine we close that gap to, let's say, half that time, or at least 2 weeks beforehand, and you could have got the Sesko deal before Newcastle wanted to get involved while they're trying to too busy to do Ekatike. Meaning this whole Baleba, that means we'd have Baleba. We'd have 6 weeks stretch to go and get Baleba at least.
It's difficult because.
Yeah, it's unpredictable.
Blame them for that Brentford deal because Brentford were just being difficult anyway, bro. Like they were just being very, very.
From what Laurie Whitwell said about the price up and down and moving it all over, they tried to get 78 million from us in the end.
There was times where you know, like when you agree something with someone, like you agree a time with someone, he's like, oh yeah, like okay, yeah, I'll link you for 230, and then that 230, you get to 230, he's like, oh no, give me 3 o'clock. And then it was like, oh yeah, 3:15. I'm literally just delayed. I'm on the underground. That's basically what Brentford were doing. So that's why I couldn't really get
definite fraud. Get
onto them.
The one thing I would say though is I want to see how we negotiate this deal for Garnacho to Chelsea. If we can really get good money, because let's be real. Let's be real.
That's the key.
Chelsea are about to probably sell Jackson to Newcastle. They have a lot of money. Chelsea have a lot of
though.
money, so they got a lot of money. So let's be real. If I'm Man United, I'm like, listen, look at what Elanga went for. Look at what all this.
And it's a premium, bro. It's not even like and you know why? You know why we have to sell to them at a premium? It is they are in the Premier League. If they were abroad, we could actually somewhat take like we could take like a bit of a discount in terms of the money that we're getting. They are literally a Premier League rival, bro. And they are asking us to sell him for
Sancho, but Sancho as well. Remember, that's like a 30. You know that whole Sancho thing's like a 30 million sell because of his wages alone.
I was saying Dortmund we're looking at him.
But the only issue we have with Garnacho is there's two ways to put it. They owe Garnacho this transfer because he's been waiting all summer. Yeah, they need to get him. His agent should be pushing for this fee or whatever Man United kind of want roughly. But in the same breath, they could be like, well, they could try to underhand us and say, well, you just won't take him then. We go get some. Do you know what I mean? We'll go take someone else.
I would send Sancho out on Garnacho out on loan.
Yeah, no, but I wouldn't send him out alone. If you've been waiting all this time, I would
sell for Garnacho.
I feel like yeah. If they try to do loan, yeah, and only a loan, and that's it, which I don't think so, because Matt Law says otherwise, right? He's talking around the 35 million mark. I think we'll try to stretch that to 40, which is rubbish considering the market, but we ain't got that much time in terms of when we do sell him. Hopefully they open negotiations next week because they're talking about agent talk and personal terms being fine, initiating some sort of contact.
I would follow up Ten Hag at Leverkusen and be like, do you want to take Garnacho on loan?
No, but you know what I do? No, you know what? Yeah, because Bayer Leverkusen want him, but the thing is, they want him on a permanent. But I feel like United should just set an example for Garnacho and say, you're getting gulagged in your World Cup year. You're only on 50 grand a week. If you can't sell him, fuck the loan. Set an example. So you want to? This sets an example.
The reason why I'd send him on loan is to keep his valuation up.
No. See, the thing is, I still think his valuation will still be roughly the same because they'll believe it. I would send a message to the players. You want to fuck about your agent, gulag. When I say gulag,
you got to do that with Anthony, bro. You got to do. Anthony's
Anthony's the one I would do it for because he's being ridiculous.
Anthony and Betis are actively taking the piss, bro.
Yeah. But you know what? Hear me out a little bit. Just a little touch, yeah. Just a little touch. If we can't agree something, and I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's out. I think he's done. But he's been kind of the least openly problematic compared to like a Garnacho or Sancho.
Yeah, but
right?
like you can't say
there was questions about reintegrating him, but we need to technically, yeah. I'm not trying to see Delo at right wing back ever again. No. I'm not trying to see that. Can we get this man? Can we use him in a right wing back system? I think too little, too late. You haven't been a part of it. I don't think you want to do that role either. I think you want to be in attacking mid spots. But I'm not fuming at it. It's like I see the idea.
I'm fuming because he only wants to go to one club. Why do you all bet this loyalty? Like, who cares? They've
been feeding him a lot of bullshit. But the thing is, I'll do the same thing. Gulag him because I know Anthony's the type to get desperate. He's going to want to play in that World Cup.
I would have said to them.
He will go. He will go.
To them time ago, like, listen, Betis are messing about. You've actually got a World Cup year. Otherwise, you're going to be You're going to literally.
Did his agent not say that he's open to a Saudi move though? There's only been
the Saudi window closed earlier or later than our window.
No, it closes.
Is it the same time?
I think the same. Yeah, it's later or something like that.
I thought it was later.
Yeah, I think it's later.
I thought it was later.
Yeah, because usually they extended the opening time, and I think it's extended past what we do. So
because Betis are not going to pay the money. Let's be real.
Which is dumb because I think they spent like near 100 mil already. They're taking the piss, bro. They're actually
taking the piss.
They're taking the piss. Like,
give us the 35 million we want.
Bro, they're not. It's not even like we're asking for something mad. We're asking for like 35 million.
32.5 million pounds. We're asking
for. We're not asking for something mad, bro. We're not. We're really not. They're just.
And they sold Jesse Rodriguez. I think that's his name, Jesse Rodriguez. Whatever. He went to Saudi, so that's pure profit, I think. And then there's the other geezer. They lost Cardoso to Atletico Madrid. So what is it?
Yeah, they need to pay the money. Chelsea shouldn't take the piss. They want to
should obligate it. Loan with obligation it with that you can't cancel. Like, look, you got your budget this summer. This is what you want from him. The next summer you can add that budget. Get Anthony done.
Yeah, honestly speaking,
with Chelsea, more time. I was even gonna say that. You know what? If you lot don't want to even like before the whole Baleba thing, anyway, I was more like, listen, one of your midfielders, Andre Santos.
Bonnet, I don't want to buy nothing from Chelsea.
No, I don't want
to. I don't want to give that club.
I would have said a swap thing. I can't lie.
No,
I would have swapped Garnacho. You know what I would have swapped Garnacho for? Leslie Ugochukwu. I wanted him.
Yeah.
I don't want him. I don't want
I
him.
wanted him.
He's injury prone.
Yeah, but we're midfielder prone. We don't have midfield.
We've been there, bro. They sold us a sick note in Mount, and you guys want this sick
No,
note.
no, no. They didn't sell us.
Not bad.
We were fools for doing that in the first place. That's why ETH on my if I had the way if I could slap his bald head multiple times, I could. No, bro, he actively tried to ruin us in 2023, bro. He actively tried to ruin us. The Hoyland thing, Mount, he actively tried to ruin us, bro.
Why doesn't he come for Hoyland? Like these guys are just taking a piss, man.
Nah, bro.
Someone needs to buy that kid, Hoyland.
Yeah, Hoyland. No, Hoyland's got a no. I wonder if Hoyland's already started to look at destination as big man.
You know one thing that kills Hoyland, you can tell.
You know he's getting sold, right?
He doesn't have it up here. That's what kills him as a player. Because he's got the physicality, he's got the pace. It's just up here. It's just not. He needs to go through rudimentary classes. Because how you not seeing that Man United want to sell you? It's obvious.
No. He does see it. He just doesn't want to accept it.
That's stupidity, bro. That's stupidity, bro.
Self-preservation more than anything. Like he tried to do the thing of like wanting to say he wanted to stay here and fight for his place and this, that, another.
It's not gonna work, man.
Real. This is year 3, and he scored what? 14
goals? He's got 4 goals in the Premier League, bro.
4 goals. You know, playing like, and he played how many matches? Like 35?
Damn 30 odd matches.
He played more than 30, innit?
He played more than
30 goals. That is mental, bro. No, like, you had relegation strikers that scored more than him, bro.
This mental, isn't it?
Is inexcusable, bro. There is no reason.
If we could somehow finesse like an obligation out of Milan to buy Hoyland, they're not going to take it. It's
Leipzig want to pay cash for this fella.
Yeah, I know.
What is wrong with him? No, genuinely.
I don't know. I feel like
Leipzig were literally like
this guy.
Cash on the side. And
the thing is though, the one thing we haven't heard from Leipzig's kind of camp at the moment, like their whole thing is, I ain't seen another striker yet. But it got closed down real quick. But it might I got a feeling he wants to go back to Italy. Like if he's going to go anywhere, it sounds like Italy because that's the only place he was kind of talking with.
Milano there.
Those brookies. I hate dealing.
I
hate dealing with Italian clubs. Oh my god!
I think the best we can get for Hoyland is literally, and I said this.
They said they want 30 million, but I can't see us taking more of a hit.
No, I even said this before, like on a previous stream, like the best we're probably going to get is a loan with an option.
That's it. Yeah, but at best,
I'm not going to. To get a clean sale, will snap anyone's hand off.
Do you know why? For me, he shouldn't go to Italy. I get he might want to go back there because he would play there. He should, because even in Italy, if I'm being honest, he struggled against more physical teams, against teams that step back.
I don't give a damn.
To Leipzig. Leipzig could put you in their system.
Yeah, I don't know why.
They will get him like. Just go there.
Has there been any other update with Hoyland, like bar seeing AC Milan and is it other Italian clubs? Is that because he shut down?
He should be getting his agent to call Leipzig back and begging them to bid, bro.
I'll be real, man.
He should be begging them to bid.
These men need to get sacrificed. This is the Baleba sacrifice, bro. It's time to go, brother. It's happening. I'm sorry, it's happening.
Get all them men in the bomb squad. They gotta find their way out of here by any means.
Because I don't want it to be another Garte thing where we got the green light. We can't do it until there's a sale.
No, I think we can do the deal. I think we can do the deal money wise because it would make 0 sense for us to. Again, it would look so stupid.
But you can make the deal, but it doesn't mean you can pay for it until certain people have gone. Maybe.
But that would be so ridiculous, though.
No.
That strategy is done. But think about it, man. Look, as much as I like United doing what they're doing, but I just don't know anywhere that we've got 300 million all of a sudden, wherever it might be, roughly 300 million all of a sudden.
Line of credit. Credit.
I've always seen with if Manchester United, especially with the cash injection from Ratcliffe, that we could have spent 300 million this summer. We could.
That's true.
With some of the debt repayments, we managed to pay off some of the debt repay because I can't lie, they were about to foreclose on the stadium. we had no bread, bro. The bank was belling our line, asking for bread. We had nothing. They needed some of that debt repaid. We managed to get a little bit of a reprieve, and we managed to stay out of trouble for PSR reasons, which is so funny because they don't actually realize, like, that's another thing that these stupid Newcastle fans have been complaining. They don't actually realize we've actually been strapped for PSR reasons as well ourselves for the better part of 2 years as well. So like, it's not just them that's going through it.
Yeah.
Villa
But this
fans,
summer we are
Villa,
much.
Villa are going through worse. Something much worse, are in much worse PSR trouble than them. You don't see their fans complaining, bro.
Well, their fans complain too. They'll be getting in a circle together.
They're going through it right now,
bro.
I mean, like, and they're not, but they don't see them complaining about it. They're just getting on with it. So anyway, so like,
bro, I just clocked. This is the longest show I think I've ever had on this channel. This one here. Ever.
Yeah, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, ever. Bro, I do about 38-minute shows.
my bad, man.
No, I don't mind it. I just clocked. I was like, bro, like, is that what Baleba's done to the to me?
He's giving me life.
You know, I just clocked about all kind of wearing the same shirt color for some reason.
We come in peace.
The white oversized thing. The white oversized.
I'm just like,
also feeling comfy, you know.
Hey, bro, that's what
why are we all wearing the same shirt color?
I got the ASOS thing. I
got the Uniqlo stuff, man. I can't lie.
You know what? The Uniqlo, nice material. Nice material.
It's nice. Yeah, it's nice.
Good material. Good material.
But anyways, you can follow up Brian or you can follow up E-Man on their socials, typically X or Twitter, as others know it as. I can't believe people are starting to call it X. It's weird. Even I'm doing it. This is going to get redirected to Touchline. So if you want to go hear him waffle about Man United stuff, then feel free. Just go castrate it up. Call it I'm a Belieber. Make sure you do that. I'm a Belieber. And then, yeah, man, I don't exactly have an outro, but this is one.
Can't be fucking. It's on current wages over there, but he might have been happy with that. Oh shit! Oh, what? Yo, give me one second, man. Yo, chill. What? Where you going? Relax, man. Let's negotiate, man. Fucking hell! Fuck! We're not even negotiating here, man.